So go ahead and go for our night commute on this custom built 5,000 watt stealth bomber clone bike. Well, let's go ahead. Kind of a little bit icy out because it was kind of snowy and raining at the same time, but as you can see, it didn't stick. Oh, here we go. And alright, well, we're at the light right now. But it's pretty cold right now. Like I say, you can ride the bike in any type of weather so long as you got the proper tires and stuff. But right now I'm just doing this video really to actually test the GoPro to see how well it does in low light. But in time, I do plan on doing videos showing how to install hydraulic brakes, different e-bikes, how to fix them, how to repair hub motors, like replacing Hall sensors, the phase wires, everything. So that'll be coming soon. And also how to do controller mods and everything else. Well, here you go, we're going to go back the same way I took this morning pretty much. Here you go, hopefully. Man, the brakes actually do really good on this. I just installed the brake pads probably about a couple weeks ago. Like I said, I built this whole bike about 2 weeks ago, but I went ahead and originally was using copper, but I decided to go and switch back to the actual original Tektro brake pads and stuff like that, and they seem to be doing pretty good. Go and show you how well this bike does every month. Battery is a little bit low on the bike because I haven't charged it in 4 days. Should have forgot to charge it last night. It is still going. I'm only at half throttle. A little bit icy out here, so I gotta be careful. Here we go. Yeah, that battery is definitely taking a voltage sag. It usually does pretty good for the first actual couple days. It does really little to no voltage sag because they are Panasonic PF cells. It's a 40 amp hour 72 volt configuration. Let me go ahead and make sure we're good from behind. And then we're gonna go ahead and go right onto the trail. Alright, good, he stopped, so we're good to go. Yeah, it's kind of a good trail over here. They got actually a couple big ones which I'll be riding down in other videos. I'll probably take the profane. Let me go and turn on the high beams. Yeah, and these lights here are actually 12 volt light. I'm just using a DC to DC converter, so I can have turn signals and decent power headlight. They're pretty good. Yeah, I wonder why they took that down there and they never put that back up. But you can kind of see right down here. Stop right there real quick where it was snowing. That's why I say you got to be careful because there are some icy spots. You can hear it there, but the handles are pretty good. And there goes the other side there too. Someone went ahead to still let that out. So I don't know if they'll leave that off permanently or they do plan on putting that back on. Make sure no pedestrians are there. Nope. There you go. It is quite frigid out here. It's about maybe 29, 28 degrees. You see, these are what you gotta be careful with. That's just water. Not quite yet frozen. Yeah, but here you go. Sometimes you have deers and stuff that run across here, so it's another thing you gotta watch out for. Usually pretty calm. Usually there's a lot more people out here during this summer and springtime. And in a couple trails, all they do is the couples like to go ahead and take walks and stuff like that out, and you'll see a bunch of them out. Or they'll bring their pets like dogs, pets, kids, everything. So I said you gotta be careful because sometimes there's usually a lot of people. And these trails, not so much. The ones that actually go to Whiting and other places, there's a lot of area. They got also parks set up too and stuff, so it's pretty nice. And you'll see people outside picnicking, you know, doing activities, of course. Like I said, it's a pretty good area. Now there's a substation. Yeah. And here you go. This is kind of where it ends, and then it goes off to the other trail where you gotta go across the other trail. And like I said, in time, videos will get better. I'll be doing like actual tutorials. Taking apart hub motors, how to actually replace the bearings, shaft if you break it, if you go to break the phase wires, all that stuff, because it's a common issue with e-bikes. A lot of people end up crashing the e-bike and then they end up rubbing the cable out or twists in the axle and stuff like that, and they damage the Hall sensor cables and stuff, and then sometimes overheat the Hall sensors. You got to replace those. So I'll actually do videos tearing those down and showing you how to get replacements and actually going ahead and soldering it and everything else. Also too, like controller modification, like shunt mods, like how to see if your controller can actually handle, you know, higher voltages and stuff like that. You know, I'll go and do tutorials on how fast motor goes at what voltage. A lot of people think the more current you push through, the faster the e-bike actually will go, and that's not the case. You'll get faster acceleration and stuff like that on your low end torque, but speed's actually dictated pretty much by voltage. Here you go. And we'll just go and take it this way here, and we'll cross over there because there's actually a shortcut to the other trail that goes right through there. One thing you do gotta do though, sometimes I like to lean on this pole here, right here, because you gotta hit the switch there, because if you don't, the sensors sometimes don't pick up because they got weight sensors and stuff like that on there. And if you're only an e-bike, yes, sounds like a cross, so we're going cross, but that's the reason why you want to do that for sure. Yep, always make sure if you're the only one there and there's not that many cars to hit those push stop buttons, because sometimes the weight sensor won't pick up that there's actually a car there and they'll keep the light green forever. And you'll be sitting there pretty much for a few minutes forever until you'll realize that. Let's go ahead. Light will change soon. Okay, good. There's no turn. Sometimes it turns on the turn where you allow people to turn this way, but since there's no one there. And this is another way it takes this trail. The one thing you want to do is you want to cut through here, because otherwise you have to jump that curb there. And once you jump through there, just make sure no cars are coming up by surprise, and there is none. Then you can go through here. Actually, we'll just do this the proper way. Making sure no one coming this way. And then there you go, and then the trail's right there. It starts off right there. Alright. This one's gonna be a quick one. Hopefully you're able to see clearly, like I'm seeing it. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, this is a new GoPro 11. So I'm not sure how well the low light's supposed to be, but I'm assuming hopefully it'll be better than like the 9 I had. We'll see once I go ahead and actually check the video out. That's one thing you want to do. You want to always slow down when you go to these corners, because I had it where people popped out of nowhere. Not everyone wears reflective clothes and stuff like that, and sometimes you'll turn a corner and stuff like that and they'll just pop out. So I always try to take it slow when I come through here, just so that way I don't end up hitting anyone, and thankfully I never had. And there you go. This bridge is likely going to have corrosion, so you got to be careful. And it's not actually too bad on this one. It's a little ice, but not much. And here you go. We're almost coming to the end of the commute too, by the way. There's the school stadium. Sometimes you'll see them there. It's actually a stadium right there. Yep, well, I'll be doing a lot more e-bike videos. I got other bikes coming. I'm going to be assembling for people, repairing and stuff like that. And I figure I'll start doing videos as I get them in. Because I got a couple that I actually got to upgrade the motor for them, because they want to do a 3,000 watt custom build with sabotage controller on a Super 73 frame. So that's going to be the next one with a 72 volt battery, of course, and stuff. So I'll be doing that, and then I got another 3,000 watt build I got to do for someone else, depending on, he just got to decide what frame he wants to throw it on. But we'll see. That'll be coming up in the near future, and I'll even show you how to do the battery packs itself, like get the spot welders and everything like that, and actually go ahead and, you know, figure out the thickness of the nickel plating, the arrangement, everything like that. And actually, ooh, that was my fault, but you know, I'll go ahead and actually show you how to arrange the cells, the configuration, how to determine the amp hour, how to test the cells and stuff like that for capacity and stuff. And then pretty much which cells to avoid and stuff. A lot of Chinese cells you don't want to use, only because, you know, they don't have the actual good discharge on them. Like, most cells are like 10 amp discharge and stuff, and some Chinese ones are only 8 and 7. And that's going to be a problem when you're trying to pull a lot of current. And, you know, of course, you're going to get a lot of voltage sag and stuff like that. So certain cells I use, like I like to use the Samsung or Panasonic cells generally. And usually if I can, I'll go 21/700, because they're just going to give you a lot more current and stuff, and be able to actually handle continuous current a lot better. Here you go. And then this will be pretty much the end of the commute. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. But there you go, pretty much. So this will be the end, pretty much. Until next time.